Look at all these books. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Zoe Harris, and today I'm going to be going through all the books that I've read this year with my Catholic library. Like, honestly, I just felt like not enough people are doing this, and I feel like it's like a hidden gem, honestly. So I just wanted to talk about it. But like literally every month there's a new book. Like I have the yearly subscription. So like every month they send a new book. So it's April. So obviously I've read 4 books now, and it's like literally the biggest blessing ever. I'm not a reader. Like if you ask anybody like I grew up with, they will tell you I'm not a reader. Like I don't read. I find it difficult to like sit down and just like open a book. But I've kind of been really wanting to get into my faith and just kind of understanding like different aspects of my faith, and this has been honestly the best thing ever for me. Like I feel like I've actually been able to just, for one, learn about the saints and just like their different personalities, because they actually all talk differently, and it's kind of nice to see like the different personas of each saint. And it's just been really fruitful, honestly, and I feel like it's helped me on my journey, especially this year and then through my pregnancy and just like in this period of life that I am in right now. It's been huge. I'm gonna review each of these by month. So we're gonna start off with January. January was Philothea by St. Francis de Sales. Yeah, Philothea, which basically means philo, which is love, and then thea, God, so the love of God. It's the introduction to the devout life, how to have a devout life. I think that, honestly, that was like the best way to start the whole thing off. For one, St. Francis de Sales is such an easy read. Like, I know like I feel like a lot of Catholic books, like, honestly, you need like a translator because it's so hard to understand. But this was actually he's a very easy person to understand. Like this book is literally written by St. Francis de Sales. What my Catholic library does is like they basically take classic Catholic books and just make them look pretty, like put some notes at the bottom, but it's literally the exact same book that he wrote in 15 whatever during the Protestant Reformation. So it's the exact same book, and so it's like it kind of fits in line with the month and what's going on that month. So obviously I think with this one I'm thinking it was like more so like, what does it look like to have a devout life, like when you're busy as a mom, like just as an everyday person? Because like sometimes we think of people who are devout and how they like the monks or like the nuns and stuff like that, but majority of us are not monks and nuns. We are Philothea, the devout person that's living in the world. So it's just, this book was like really good on that. I really liked it. Like it just talked about like dedicating an hour a day and like what to do in those hours, like what exactly does a holy hour look like. That was so helpful for me, because honestly like people talk about a holy hour and I'm like, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing in there for a whole hour. And it's just, I don't know. It was good. I really liked it. Okay. And then with January, the abandonment to divine providence. So I didn't actually get to this book. So, because I was reading Philothea. I'm not a fast reader, so it took me a month to read that. All right. February, The Practice of the Love of Jesus Christ by St. Alphonsus Liguori. So obviously February is when we got into Lent. This might have been my favorite book. I can't recommend this book enough. It's literally so skinny too. Like it's not even gonna take you that long to read it. And then it came with like other prayers that St. Alphonsus Liguori. This is a supplemental book. It came with other prayers that he did, like Stations of the Cross. Like it was perfect for Lent. So this book kind of walks through kind of what it looks like to love like Jesus Christ. That's basically practicing how to love like Jesus. Like that's literally what this book is. And he is also another author that very simple language, so easy to read and understand. So I took my time because I needed to go back. I honestly like was studying journaling. I had my journal. I was like writing down notes and everything. It was so good. Majority of the book walks you through 1 Corinthians 13, like the love is kind, love is patient, love, you know, like all the characteristics of love, and it breaks down each of those and what it actually looks like to live that out in your faith every day, and how Jesus was doing that, and how he is the perfect example of what love is and what true charity looks like in him and how we can practice that. It was awesome. I honestly felt like a lot of times I would like open it and be like, like I would need to sit for a little minute. Honestly, it made me really want to read more books by St. Alphonsus Liguori, just because I could understand this really well. And honestly, I think charity is something that I could really work on. So I felt like you know what, like, I just love the book. And then March, as you know, March is dedicated to Saint Joseph. So this book was basically about who Saint Joseph was. I feel like, and this was a fat one. Like, this one's fat. Honestly, I didn't finish it. Like, I'm just gonna be real, I didn't finish it. This one was not as easy to read as the first two. Like, the first two, the language is so simple, but this one is like, the thing is, Saint Joseph, we don't know much about him. There's not much about him in the Bible. And so this book goes into some details about like every aspect of what we know, and it goes pretty deep into it just because, I mean, there's a lot. This was a thick boy. Yeah. So it came with the novena to St. Joseph, so that was really nice. So 9 days leading up to his feast day on March 19th, I was able to just say the prayers, and I loved, like, each day just kind of talks about each like aspect of him and how important his role was in salvation history, and as much as it was looked over. So I really liked that. And then I made like a St. Joseph's altar just to celebrate like at the end of the novena. Yeah, this one was definitely harder. This was the hardest read because I didn't finish it. And then lastly, for April, we have the Interior Castle. Oh my gosh. This one was a good one. Honestly, I finished reading it, but I think I'm gonna read it again with my family. I don't know if I fully understand everything. The Interior Castle, or the Mansions, is basically about, it's from Saint Teresa of Avila, Spanish nun, doctor of the church. It's not easy language. So I definitely had to reread a whole bunch and just like try and figure out what she was talking about a lot of times. But the Interior Mansion is just like the mansion, my understanding, is getting deeper into the devoutness of your faith. And so the farther you are outside the mansion, the more susceptible you are to like the devil and things like that. But then the deeper you go into the mansion, the more in tune you are with God. However, there are struggles that come with each mansion, and she kind of goes into like the different stages like that. But like I said, this was a hard read, and honestly, I was talking to my family about it, and I was like, I would love to honestly deep dive into this one again. I will read this whole thing again because I think it was good that I read through it just so I had an idea. But now I kind of want to study it. But yeah, so this book came with The Practice of the Presence of God. This was by Brother Lawrence of the Resurrection. So I did read this small one. A lot of like the supplemental books have been nice, but like this one being for prayer and then this one being the novena was super nice because it wasn't like a whole nother book that I was also reading that month. But then when I had this one for April and then this one in January, like I didn't even get to the one in January because I was reading Philothea the whole time. So for this, I was like, when I got to April, I was like, honestly, maybe I'll listen to it as an audiobook in the car. So I listened to this one as an audiobook. I wouldn't recommend as an audiobook. I think it's better to open up a book. That's all I have to say about that. Yeah, I think I got distracted a lot. So we'll see what we do for May. Those are my reviews for all of these books. The real reason why I'm doing this review today is because I went to the mailbox and look what was in the mail. May! Let's open up the May edition and see what we're gonna get. I always like how it's a surprise. So it's literally like a birthday gift every month. Our Lady of Fatima by William Thomas Walsh. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I don't know if you guys have seen the Fatima movie on Netflix, but I think after reading it this month, I'm gonna start off June by watching that movie. Fresh book smell. Based on that, I feel like this one will be more of a novel-ish book. Like, just, it's more of a story as opposed to like a spiritual. I mean, obviously it's going to tell me things I need to be doing and stuff like that, but I do think it's going to tell the story of those children and stuff like that. So I think I can definitely sit and just read this. Yeah, look, there's dialogue in this. Oh yeah, this is going to be good. I also just went to Fatima like a year ago. Literally, like, I think April 20th. It just gave me a new, like, appreciation for Portugal, for those saints, and just, like, praying for other people that are doing things. And, like, the power of prayer. It's so pretty. It's literally so pretty. Okay, and this is a supplemental book. Letter from Beyond, the story of a soul condemned to hell. Little supplemental book to go with my novel. I am so excited for May, guys. This is your sign to subscribe right now. Like, literally, we're not even halfway through the year, and I just know the books to come are gonna be just as great. And maybe you've read like all of these books already before. There's nothing wrong with reading something again, because you're always in a different stage of life. You're always going through different things. I think the feast day of Our Lady of Fatima is on the 13th. There's just no way I'm finishing the book in 13 days. Well, thank you guys for watching this super long like book review, but look at this book collection. This is like, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for May. I'm having a great day. I hope you guys have a great day too. Love y'all. Bye.